Zamasu here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be taking a look at the physical Kid Buu with his EZA in two events, which is the Zamasu and then Omega. These events, we've kind of gotten to the point now on Global where I think everyone is kind of sick of these events. Usually when new units have come out, I've been trying out the particular characters against both of these bosses as separate videos, but I figured for Kid Buu we might as well just do one where we take him into both of the events in the same video just to see how well he's going to perform. The big thing for him is going to be the AoE, right? Because he gets 250% attack and defense, but on super. So we came so close. I think we needed like one. The fact that Buu dodged like 2 attacks in slot 1. How much HP have I actually got left now? Yeah, we could have... I think we potentially would have died if we hadn't got those 2 dodges. So I don't know whether the friend gave their Int Buu any extra dodge or whether he just got the level 5 dodge twice. But literally those 2 normal attacks that we dodged would have killed Fat Buu, and then we would have been able to get the revive and just go straight into the first turn with Kid Buu, which would have been nice. Especially because now, depending on where he's going to AoE, that could be pretty bad for us here overall. Let's see. In fact, has he actually even supered this turn? Double super from the Buu tanks is good here though. We get a lot of healing, so I guess we will take that. So we're going to take the AoE here. I guess we will put you in the middle and see what kind of damage we're going to take from the AoE, which of course is 1 hit. That's the thing, Kid Buu needs to get hit twice to get the 20% damage reduction boost, and that can happen twice. Although I think this is probably just straight up death, is it not? Is this because this is my Buu, 55%? Yeah, 400k. Takes 95 from the AoE. You take 47, and then he takes double digits. That's good. I think, funnily enough, I think we actually... Do we live this turn? So there, Kid Buu actually not really taking that much from the AoE, which of course largely in part because he's got type advantage. So if we were somehow able to have another turn against this tech phase, which I don't think we will be able to, he would be able to get hit, because he's going to get hit here. We've got 13 million attack stat. Then he's going to get hit. That gives him 20%. Then we get hit once, twice, so now he's got the full damage reduction. So if we could get another turn against the tech phase, I think Kid Buu might actually take double-digit damage from the super, but unfortunately, we're probably not going to see a second turn. But it only took about 50k from the AoE, and that's without Big Bad Bosses active as well. So considering AoEs are probably like his only real major weakness, him having those kind of numbers on turn 1 is pretty good. So go ahead and do this here. I want to get the extra stack for Buhan before we move on to the final phase here. Might as well let our boy get some extra build up. I think this actually, is this the first turn he's been on? I think it is. So dodge the super. We love to see that. Double digit damage, and then yeah, 147 for you. Okay. Not enough though. Everyone else is just going to take double digit damage from the rest of the attacks for the rest of the turn, so we don't really need to worry about that now. And then Buhan, or Buu Tanks I should say, is going to finish off Zamasu here rather handily. So then we can move on to the physical phase. Now the physical phase, this is where I really want to see, because Kid Buu, I mean, we don't know where the enemy is going to super attack, right? But I would really like to see Kid Buu get supered by Fusion Zamasu post super attack, because I feel like he will tank it relatively well. But we'll have to see, because obviously he's not good in slot 1. So I've only got 1 attack here. What are the chances that that attack is in slot 2? Because if I put him in slot 3, we run the risk that we just don't get to see him again. And I did float off the support Super Buu, so it would be good to see him on the rotation and get some extra support for Kid Buu. But we'll see how the turn pans out here. Okay, 100k pre-super, then we get our supers off. I mean, let's see. If we get really lucky with the RNG, Kid Buu's going to eat a super, just because that's what we want to see from the video. But even if Int Buu takes the super here, Be interesting to see how Kid Buu would tank post-super physical Zamasu supers, normals, because he does hit pretty hard. Normal attacks, we're just going to take double digits, that's fine. I don't know if physical Buu tanks would live a super hit from the physical Zamasu. It's going to take double digit damage from the normals, but 30% damage reduction, I don't know if that's enough. I mean, he's got a lot of defense post-super because of the support from Kid Buu, but yeah, it's not quite enough, unfortunately. So, let's jump back in. Okay, so we're back in. We just revived on the first turn with the double int Buus, and now we have this setup here, which is just absolutely ridiculous for Kid Buu. This is one of the rotations that I was trying to get in the original showcase, although, of course, trying to get it with Buuhan transformed. Kid Buu dodging the AoE there as well, interesting. Considering we already know from the previous turn he doesn't actually take that much damage from the AoE anyway. 11 mil. This is Buu tank's first turn, but I mean with the two supports he's getting 130% support on this turn. So yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, you know, we're at the point now, as I said at the beginning, Global is kind of sick of Zamasu and Omega and this meta that we've had. We're very much moving forwards now, waiting for the anniversary. But all of these new units and all of these new buffs that we're getting are just massively, like, outdoing these older events, right? Kid Buu with an 18 million attack stat on this turn. And then we're going to get hit here. Oh, how much do we take the super for? He doesn't have any of his extra damage reduction. Yeah, he takes double-digit damage after supering without any of his extra damage reduction. Now, this is on the turn with that extra support from the physical Super Buu, but even so, that's double-digit damage from the Zamasu Super. That's very good. So, let's go ahead and finish off the Int Zamasu here. Do this. This and then this, because yeah, Int Buu has now revived, so he's going to be fine here in slot 1. Although to say that, I guess he didn't really get a lot of stacks in the first turn. It was the one in slot 3 that actually ended up dying, but obviously it's enough to survive. And then with this Buu team, I mean, that's pretty much all you need realistically. You just need enough to live, and then you're getting the heals that you need. Although I suppose we could be starting off the next turn under the HP threshold for Kid Buu to have the 70% support. It will still be 50, so still obviously very, very good. But yeah, we'll see how this goes here. And against Omega, we'll go into Omega after this, but like against Omega, Kid Buu will be even better because, of course, unlike Zamasu, Omega doesn't get his AoEs until the end. I mean, the STR AoE phase, by then we'll probably have Kid Buu fully built up anyway in terms of his damage reduction, so it's not like he particularly needs to worry about that. So, yeah, he's going to be looking very good. So we'll go ahead and transform you so we can have Big Bad Bosses active. And then we'll do this, and then do this. So see what Kid Buu is going to get up to on this turn here. I still really want to see Kid Buu eat the super, but I'm not sure if that is, you know, we just have to get that perfect RNG, which usually is something we don't want to happen, right, is the Kid Buu eating the super, but in this case I will happily take it if it's on the table, because I really want to see what damage he takes, but we've already got the first lot of damage reduction now as well, so we've got 40% overall. Buuhan just firing off all of these attacks here. Still going. 9.1 mil. I mean, this is transforming him like straight away as well. Well, these aren't the kind of crazy numbers that he can get up to, but they're still very, very good, and considering we've transformed him immediately. And Kid Buu's still getting a 15 mil. Double digit normal, and then yeah, we didn't get supered. And post revive Int Buu up to 11 million. I don't think we'll even get another rotation now, but I mean that just goes to show you this ridiculous power of Kid Buu, juicing up this team, absolutely demolishing Fusion Zamasu here. Up to 12.8, good lord. Yeah, once you do manage to get either of these Int Boos to transform, or to revive, sorry, so you get the post-revival buff, yeah, these guys just go crazy. Definitely want a crit build, I think, for this Buu, though. Once you get that revive and he starts shooting out these big attack stat supers, you really want him to be critting in order for him to be dealing a lot of damage. So, what are you up to now? 600k. So, you should be okay in slot 1, I think. And the physical orbs didn't fall down the way I would have liked for you. But we can make do here. Yeah, it looks like we're probably not going to get to see Kid Buu eat a super attack, unfortunately. But it is what it is. So, will we finish him off this turn? I guess, to be fair, the physical Super Buu won't do a huge amount of damage. The Evil Buu will do decently well enough. Obviously, neither him nor the Int Buu here getting support from the Super Buu, because he's just the extreme physical types. Actually, I think he doesn't give its physical types 50%, but then he gives extreme types 10%. So he is actually giving 10% support to these guys. So at least there's that. And then what's Evil Buu at? Yeah, 12.2. Man, this Buu team is so much fun to use. He probably eats Fusion Zamasu Super as well here if he gets Supered, which he didn't. And then, of course, Super Buu heals on Super. We have tons of, like, end of turn and start of turn healing as it is anyway. So, alright, well, I guess we'll just do this. We'll get one more attack off here with Kid Buu, and then we'll go over to the Omega event, especially if we don't get to see Kid Buu eat a super. I'm still hoping that that's going to potentially come in here on this turn. 24 million for Buuhan, because he carries over that attack from the previous turn. Big bad bosses, 70% support from Kid Buu. I mean, what an absolute beast. I don't think Zamasu is going to survive the Buuhan attacks here somehow. So, oh, I don't know actually, we didn't crit. So let's see. Yeah, come on. I was going to say, give Kid Buu a chance. He's up to 11 mil now. Just all these additional 12 key supers, loads of damage. His defense is ridiculously high at this point, and he has guard. Like, just what an absolute monster. I think Kid Buu... Is Kid Buu just going to kill? Kid Buu 15.8. Doesn't quite kill with the super. Gets some additional normal. Come on, get supered. Of course he tanks the normals for double-digit damage, but alright, let's go ahead and jump into the Omega event. But as you can see, Kid Buu obviously very dominant against Zamasu. Not really surprising, all things considered, you know, with him being a, you know, end of May 2024 Super EZA. But let's go ahead and see him against Omega now as well. Okay, so jumping into Omega next. This is going to be a good chance for us to get some build up here for Kid Buu. I say, and then of course he is not attacking in the middle whatsoever. So I'm going to take a risk here, and I'm going to see what happens if we do this. We could immediately get killed by a slot 1 super attack here, or we could not. We'll see what happens. 50k, then we get hit and we get our extra damage reduction, then we get supered. Okay, so this is probably bad. How much are we taking from this? 270. That's actually not too bad. And now he's fully built up. So, I mean, because that's the thing. For Kid Buu, it's not really safe to put him in slot 1 against enemies that are going to hit, like, incredibly hard. But I feel like sometimes in certain events, you can kind of take that risk, as we've done here. And, I mean, it's paid off, because Kid Buu is now fully built up. So, we don't need to worry about him for the rest of the event now. If we wanted to float him, for example, we could. But obviously, since the point of this video is more so to show off him versus Omega, then we're not going to. But although I should really float off the Int Buu, because I don't know about putting you in slot 1. He's got every single link active on this turn though. That's very good. So we'll do this, this, and then this. It does mean we're going to end up with double Int Buu rotations because I floated the other one off, but that's fine. I mean, look at this, like the damage after the first 2 hits, when Kid Buu gets his extra damage reduction, he's taking less damage than the Int Buu on the first turn was, which, you know, considering Int Buu has guard and type advantage, The one that was on rotation on the previous term, my one is only 55% though, to be fair. So obviously comparing Rainbow Super EZA Kid Buu to a 55% Int Buu. Like, he took 50k from the first two normals, but once that extra damage reduction procs, he'd obviously take less. And then he lived the super as well. So I mean, with all the healing that the Buu team has, we then healed basically straight back up to full HP. We've done a very solid amount of damage on this first turn here. So I mean, we are absolutely flying through this first stage, because the first part can sometimes last a bit longer than you expect because of like the stunning and everything. So I'm actually going to put him in slot 1 again and just see what happens, because now that he's fully built up, he would take that super for even less if he was to get slot 1 supered here, but he's not. So he tanks for double digit damage, drops a 13.7 million attack stat, which of course Omega dodges. Would kind of like to have seen him take the super there, but I'm pretty sure it would be double digit damage. Like, once he gets his super attack off, gets that extra 250% attack and defense. I think he's eating that super like all day long. And then Buu tanks, able to get off some attacks here as well. The STR phase can be tricky with some of the physical units that we've got, but units like Buhan guarding, obviously the STR AoE phase, like his attack hits for less with each person that he hits, so it's not really the end of the world. And then this Buu probably finishes him off here. I threw him on the team instead of the physical support Super Buu, because I used him in the last couple, and obviously he could be at a bit of a risk in the STR phase, plus I know a lot of people don't have him anyway, so I thought we'd throw this guy on there. He could be an interesting choice. And now we get to the STR phase. So we're going to have double Int Buu and then Evil Buu here, which puts us in a pretty good spot, actually. Because the Evil Buus, or sorry, I should say the Fat Buus, we could try and get it set up for them to get killed here, but unfortunately it's probably not going to work because they link too well with each other. So obviously we can't even miss a super, which would be good for if we were trying to get the actual kill here and get the revival, but all in all we should be all good. I always find it funny when Omega heals as his first action in the second phase in slot 1, so he hasn't even had a chance to lose any health, and his first thing that he's going to do is heal. Good stuff, very smart. But here we go. So this STR phase is really where we want to see Kid Buu shine, because AoEs will always be the biggest weakness of characters that get a huge amount of defense on super. But you gotta remember, being fully built up, Kid Buu has 60% damage reduction. So I mean, it's not like he's going to get absolutely folded here. So it'll be interesting. Obviously it depends where the AoE is on the rotation as well, because as I say, it does hit like weaker for each enemy that he actually hits with it. So if it's in like slot 3, or even I guess slot 1, and we put a different unit in slot 1, like Kid Buu's not going to be the first one getting hit by it, so it's not going to do as much damage, but either way should be fine. Evil Buu getting supered here, no dodge, but he has 70% damage reduction, so it really doesn't matter. We just take double digit damage anyway. So good stuff. And then Int Buu at the end here, going to do a nice little bit of extra damage as well. The friend one being Rainbow obviously is able to do a bit more damage. I'm hoping that maybe my one can get killed by like Int Omega, because Int Omega does have a habit of super attacking in slot 1, as well as doing like 5 attacks and like one of them being the AoE, at least one. So I think we should be okay. As long as you don't get supered here, we should be fine as well. Although, man, it's a bit annoying with the placement of the attacks at the end, because we could get caught out with a super here, but we'll see how this goes. As long as you guard as well, that would be good. But I mean, the physical Buu tanks in slot 3, if he gets hit with a super, that would be really bad. But we'll see how we get on here. We've got 10 million attack stat. We would need to be getting crits, of course, because like this entire rotation is just type disadvantage. So I need some crits here from Buu tanks. Kid Buu, we know, is very likely to get a crit. I was gonna say he will get a crit, but you know, he's got a 60% crit chance. Omega with the big heal there, though, unfortunately. And then no crit from Kid Buu. But then he eats the super. How much is he taking from this? Double-digit damage from the STR Omega Super. I mean, there you go. That says it all right there. Double-digit damage. Like, I know STR Omega doesn't have the hardest hitting super, but, like, he will absolutely sweep, like, some physical units very easily. And we took double-digit damage from the super, double-digit damage from the AoE. So, yeah, that is very, very nice. Even that physical Buu-tanks, taking the double-digit damage from him is actually really good. So, let's go ahead and do this. And then this. And then we got our nice selection of STR orbs here for you as well. The AoE in the second slot is not bad for the STR Buu at the end, because he does get the stats on pickup of the orbs. Does get extra on super as well, but obviously he'll be decent enough here. And then my Buu can get a couple more stacks. I think it'll probably be, what, Tech Exchange Buu should finish him off. Although he's still got a decent amount of HP, but Int Buu continuing to super here is very good. No crits, of course, because I have mentioned many times my Kid Buu, my Int Fat Buu has no crit in his hidden potential. He's only 55%. So 12 mil for Evil Buu. Man, I wish I had pulled the Tech Evil Buu just to round out this team. I wouldn't have to run like STR Fat Buu or Physical Buu tanks, whichever one I decided I didn't want to run for any particular event. But of course, not pulling him, I don't want to chase a banner unit. And I don't like summoning on those kind of banners when the 3+1 has ended anyway. Got to try and get all my summons in when you can get free summons out of it. So, get a crit. Kill him. Come on, Fat Buu, you got this. I'm going to come so close otherwise. Bruh. Why couldn't you just get a crit? And now you're going to get supered. How much is he taking from this? Double digits as well. Damn, these Buu Saga easy A's, man. We are absolutely annihilating Omega here. This is very good. I mean, it's to be expected, of course, but I think we probably just, you know what, just to save time, I'm just going to do this. Get this man out of here. Alright. Now, can you kill my Buu? How built up is my Buu at this point? 2 AoEs in slot 1. Okay. He's still got 600k defense, though. And I can't avoid a super, either. I mean, I could if I do this, I guess. Alright, come on. Kill my Buu. Come on, Omega. You got it in you, I'm sure. Come on. Super attack immediately as the first attack. There we go. Because he lowers defense as well. So... Alright. You got this. No, don't dodge. Int Buu, you're not supposed to dodge. Watch him get an additional super here now as well. Bro. I swear. Sometimes the never-ending battle to try and get Kid Buu to die, Int Fat Buu to die. There's too many. Every single unit on this team is Buu. I don't even know how many times. I should start putting a counter on the screen for the number of times I say like the wrong name version of whichever Buu character is I'm actually supposed to be talking about. But yeah, even by getting that one extra super off, he's now tanking for double digits, which means we're now not dying on this turn. It's like, bro, come on. Just die. I put you in slot 1, didn't get you a super, you got supered immediately, and it's still not enough. Still not enough to get that revival. Which, I mean, on the one hand, it's great because you're not dying, so you're not using the revive. But it's the fact that they get stronger post-revive. So, like, I kind of want it. But we're not getting it. So, you know, what can you do? Unfortunately, our HP, I think, is going to be too low. Yeah, we're not going to get the full support from Kid Buu on this turn, which is unfortunate. But we will go ahead and transform with you. So this is going to be a very nice turn for Buu tanks, or Buuhan. Do this, and then do this. So, I mean, we're back onto full HP now anyway. So, we should be absolutely devastating this guy. Kid Buu taking double-digit damage from the AoEs. SCR Fat Buu, we picked up a ton of orbs. This is what I was saying when I talked about his EZA when I did the showcase for him, but I was trying to keep him on rotation. But if you use him as a third slot floater on this team, because everybody else links so well, it was really easy for me to just pick up those other couple of key orbs and then save the big cluster of STR orbs for Fat Buu, even though he's in slot 3. So he's a nuking style unit, he wants to pick up all the STR orbs, but even though he was the third character to pick up orbs on the turn, like, we didn't struggle for him to get the orbs that he needed, like, at all. So, and now we have the, I mean, this Buuhan Kid Buu combo is just ridiculous. So, we absolutely are laying waste to Omega here. I'm imagining, I was going to say this will be double-digit damage, but it's just going to be 0 damage. And then Kid Buu with the 15 mil. So, yeah, very, very good showing here. We should be able to get this finished off. We're going to kill him on the next turn. He doesn't heal, does he? So I imagine we probably do, especially if we transform into Tech Super Buu. I don't know, he's got about half his health left. I suppose it depends whether we're getting crits or not, but I kind of don't want to kill him on this turn because then we'll see the we'll see how crazy Buu-Tanks is going to look on the next turn, because Buu-Tanks carries over all that attack power, so he's probably going to go pretty crazy. In fact, if I do this and then don't super with you, that should pretty much guarantee that we don't kill him. Because neither of the Boos have the post-revival buff, so I think we should be okay. Yeah, because mine's not going to crit. The physical Buu-Tanks can hit relatively hard, but not enough to wipe out like 4 health bars, right? So, and then of course the friend is probably going to end up getting an additional super, because they always do when I'm trying to not get them to super attack, especially when it's because I'm trying to get them killed. But yeah, see, there you go, there's one, 7 mil. But I just want to see what Buu-Tank's start of turn stats are going to be, because he got multiple supers on the previous turn, and then we're going to have the support from Kid Buu. So he is at start of turn 160k, 1.6 mil, and then yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do this, and do this. So that's going to be all she wrote for Omega. The Dokkan attack will absolutely destroy him here. So yeah, Kid Buu, unsurprisingly, absolutely dominating the 2 strongest fights from this previous meta. The Zamasu fight has always been a pain for Global, so the new Buu team is very well equipped with a bunch of different tools here for absolutely destroying these events. I mean, this is going to do double-digit damage, right? Yeah, pre-super Buuhan just casually eating that. And then what is his attack stat here? 25 million. So we'll hit the nodes, and then with all the extra bonus damage that gives us, that's going to be good night to Omega Shenron. So let me know what you guys think of Kid Buu's EZA down below in the comment section. I think we've pretty much showed him off like everywhere now. He's really good. I've showed him off on a bunch of different teams. If there's any other teams that you want to see me use him on, do let me know down below in the comment section. But yeah, Kid Buu is just an absolute monster. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been The Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.